Hello, how is everybody today? It is time to do my top 10 swappers list. I actually wrote down all 16, so I'll actually go from 16 to 1 in that order. They are all down here, including the variants: Nitro Freeze Blade, Legendary, Night Shift, Chain Hoot Loop, Dark Blast Zone. You see them all. So there are a few that don't have variants. Who doesn't? Trap Shadow does, but it's the very rare one. Boomjet doesn't. Stink Bomb does. Tombstone does. Drilla, Rubble Rouser, and Spyrise, I think. Anyways, I wrote on my list, no good right away. Characters didn't think I would like. The only one that came to mind right away is Rubble Rouser. Figure never appealed to me. He's an up-close kind of fighter, so never did much for me. He's probably one that I played at the very least. Joining him at the bottom of the heap is Tombstone. So the Earth guys did not do good this time around. Another kind of up-close fighter, the gear shift. His bottom gear thing is a cool concept, but you have to charge it, which can be a pain in the rear end. So that is that. Let's keep going. Number 14 is Night Shift. When I first saw him, I thought it was a cool concept. Thought the boxing thing would be a pretty cool idea. But I don't know. The huge uppercut thing is pretty cool. That is a lot of fun to do. You get extra coins, so on and so forth. But other than that, he really doesn't do too much. I know the extra life thing a lot of people like. But for me, he finds himself at the bottom of the pile. Number 13 is Freeze Ranger. I'm going to have to move these down. I thought I wouldn't have to, but a very, very cool bottom half. His bottom half is actually one of my favorites. I'll actually put that video below. I did a video of my top kind of favorite swap combinations. Did that a while ago. But I'll put that up. You can check that out in the description below. After you watch this, his bottom half is really cool. Top half doesn't do too much. You put him with like Spyrise or Magna Charge, and he will do some damage. So that's Free Ranger. Number 12, Blast Zone. Came with the starter pack. He's not a bad character. To tell you the truth, I just never play him. And the bombs, they don't do too much for me either. They're alright. The flame thing he can do in circles is cool. But he's just hanging out at the bottom end with these people. Number 11. And this is going to surprise a ton of people because people love this guy. I have no idea why. I am not a big fan. What was that? Number 11, Trap Shadow. Doesn't do too much for me. He's another close fighter. The traps. He goes through. Oh, right. They are. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Time for bed. They're fun to throw out, I guess. So he finds himself at number 11. I will say, though, as far as figures go, he is easily one of the best looking figures. And as far as the figures I have, he is probably one of the ones with the best, very best paint job. that's not the list. Good looking figure, but gameplay wise, he suffers. So he is at number 11. Number 10, we're getting a little better, is Boom Jet. He's alright. There's nothing really at all that stands out. The huge bomb is really cool, and that's the only reason he is so high. I love that big bomb. Cracks me up every time he throws it. The smoke thing on the ground is pretty effective. It's number 10. So we are now in the top 10. Alright, where is he? This guy, I know a lot of people would put down with Mr. Rubble Rouser. I know Carl was never a big fan of this guy, but that's why you play him. I didn't play him much, but Mr. Steve Smith always said, this guy is really good. And that is Gorilla Drilla. Pretty cool. I was actually playing with him a little bit in the Chaos Mob level. And those monkeys are great. Put down some turrets. So he has good variety. That's what he has going for him. Number 8. Mr. Freeze Blade. They're getting better. This is kind of where it's very hard to distinguish. 8 on, 8 to 1. They are so close. Let me say in general, I like these swapper characters much better than the giant characters. The giant characters, I like Swarm, Thumpback, and Tree Rex, and that was about it. There's many more of these swappers that I like. What's your name? Freezeblade. Pretty good. Fun to freeze. You know he's pretty fast. And the figure is amazing. Love the see-through translucent hair. So that is that Freezeblade. Initially I would have set him a lot higher, but he has fallen a little bit. Number 7, Rattleshake. That's kind of funny. I don't play him a lot, but he's a good character in the game. Put that snake out. Helps you out a ton. It's fun when you get the upgrade where you can pull it back and the snake bounces off stuff. That is pretty cool. Or you can get the path, I think, where he slowly poisons people. Though they might be on the same path. Who knows? I'm not looking at it right now. Anyways. Rattleshake. A very good character and one I should play a lot more than I do. But since he is so cool, he is number 7. A little bit above Freezeblade. Number 6. Mr. Washbuckler. And this guy suffered from the get him in the starter pack, don't play him often Tree Rex syndrome. When I got Giants and I got all the characters right at the beginning, opened the starter pack, put Tree Rex aside, came back, played Tree Rex, was amazing. One of my top 3 Giants. Washbuckler's much the same. Kind of put him on the shelf, play the other newbies, everybody else you got. But this guy has so many attacks. Slap him with the tentacles, hit him with a sword, trap him in the bubbles. Or trap him in the bubbles, then smack him with a sword, trap him with the bubbles, smack him with your tentacles. So, Washbuckler is definitely up there. Number 5. And this guy is just hard to ignore because he's so good, so powerful. And that is Mr. Spyrise. When he came out, I think he came out the same time Doomstone did. Pretty sure. And everyone wanted Doomstone. No one cared that much about Spyrise. You upgrade him, With his gun, he shoots out like 5 at a time. You get the thing where you can hold down the button, I believe it's the X button, and he just shoots constantly and slows them down. And then when they're close to dying, it'll tell you on the screen, you know how it goes, that big hand comes up, he gets his Star Wars lightsaber out and just smacks them and they die. It's a very unique move. I love that finishing lightsaber move. Really, really makes Spy Rise good, and that's why he is in the top 5 Skylanders of all time. Number 4. This is getting good. Are you guys getting excited? Number 4. Hoot Loop. I put Enchant out. And this is much like Rattleshake. I really haven't played him much until about the last week. And he is one that I think a lot of other lists, he is going to be way down that list. He's not going to be that high. But he has so much going for him. You upgrade the staff. He shoots out 2 or 3 at a time. He can teleport anywhere he wants. Teleport on top of the one in the middle. That's a pretty powerful attack. And Hypnotize. It's a tough word, Hypnotize. I think it's just really cool concept. As far as the figure doesn't do much for me, but his gameplay is a ton of fun. I'll probably use him to battle Chaos. Either him or one of the following. Number 3. And this guy kind of had the opposite effect. Really hyped. And then when people played him, for whatever reason, I don't know why, they didn't like him. But I thought he was really good. And that is Stink Bomb. I like Stealth Elf a lot, and his gameplay is kind of similar. But for him, what you do is you upgrade the blades. So he has the blades that go around him constantly, kind of protects him. Then you just keep firing them off really quick. If you need to, you know you can disappear for a while. And the name. Quite possibly the best name of a swapper. Stink Bomb. And you put them with anybody else, they're Stink Anybody or Anything Bomb. Which is hilarious. So that's Stink Bomb. Number 3. Number 2. You probably know who we have left. Oh, he was hard to get. Number 2. Number 2, you don't get a drum roll. But number 2 is Magna Charge. And I will get the other one because I actually never played Magna Charge because I like Nitro so much. I like his look. So it's Magna Charge, but we'll put Nitro out here since he's the one I play. And he is up there because, why? Because he can shoot. And shoot and shoot and shoot with his gun. Can pick people up, slam them over the edge. He's just that good. He was one, not much hype really at all, but once you get him, he's a pretty powerful dude. And I like his Nitro version a ton. One of my favorite looking Swap Force figures for sure. Alright, you know who's left. You should know who's left. Let's do a scan. You tell me. Number 1 favorite swapper is Fire Kraken. This guy is really, really good. Like him a lot. Love the colors. Skylanders, you know, have basic colors. Most Skylanders are that dark color or that reddish color. A lot of them don't have any bright colors. But Mr. Firecracker really stands out. That blue is actually my favorite color. That yellow is my second favorite color. Love the figure. Put him in the game. Get that Chinese dragon going with the fireworks everywhere. Then push that B button. Get that super bomb, whatever you want to call it, spark thing going. Runs around. Comes back down and destroys everything when it comes back down. And that, if that's not enough, anytime you jump, he attacks. He's the only character that attacks when he jumps. Don't have to do anything special, just jump. Then you do it a couple times, and what does he do? He shoots out fireworks. Bad guys go flying. It's simply just a big party with firecracking. Thank you for watching. That is my top 10 swappers, although I did the complete list for you. Stay tuned. I think we'll do top 10 Swap Force characters overall. We'll do that. Another really good video up for you after that. Really funny. I actually did it today. Check out Instagram. You'll probably hear what I'm doing on Instagram before I actually do it on YouTube. Have a great day. I'm cutting this off because it's getting long. And most of you will not watch a 16-minute video because you are busy. Everybody has stuff to do. Best swapper. Fire. Kraken. Focus. Adios.